Well, to begin with, I thought that the game began at a much faster pace than we anticipated. We knew they would run, but I thought our guys were really ready to run on them as well. And we were able to jump on them and get an early lead. But in games like this, there's runs by both teams, and they did a great job of getting a good run on us, and made it a very close game at the half. Our major concern was they went 6 for 12 from three-point range in the first half, and Tanner Smith was on fire. But if you look at the stats in the second half, they were 0 for 8, and that was a major difference in our defense. First half, we were a little slow in getting back and gave them some opportunities to make threes before our defense was set. And Tanner Smith was the recipient of some very good passes, and they found him very well when we didn't get back quick enough. But I thought we also shared the ball very well. We got some very good inside baskets from Kenny Kaji in the first half. Malcolm getting off to such a fast start was huge for us, because I think everybody knows the importance Malcolm is to this team, and his three-point shooting stretches the defense and opens it up for our big guys. And then in the second half, we got very good balance, and we end up with 5 guys in double figures. And Shane Larkin made the 2 biggest free throws of the game. We put him in because he's a great free throw shooter and a great ball handler. And we were very comfortable putting him in that situation because we have a great deal of confidence in him.
Can you talk about Malcolm just a little more? You know, he talked a lot about how you helped him relax and all that stuff. Did you get the feeling going into this game that he was going to kind of relax tonight? Or?
Well, what I shared with Malcolm is some stories about former players who, very much like Malcolm, were great shooters. And when you're a great shooter, the opponent's defense pays very, very close attention to you. If you start putting pressure on yourself, like if you miss 1 or 2, and you're trying so hard that it doesn't work. You know, offense is about relaxing and playing with a great deal of confidence and shooting the ball with a great deal of confidence. And Malcolm missed 10 days of practice, and it's hard to just bounce right back and play great after you've missed 10 days. I don't care who you are. And so it's taken him a while to relax and get back in rhythm, and it's, I think, a little bit easier at home than it is on the road. And you get a better reaction from the crowd and the fans, and I think everybody was excited to see him make those first 2 shots.
It's still early in the ACC, but what's the significance for you guys to be able to get that win tonight?
Well, what we talked about after the game is improving. We need to get better. We need to play consistent defense for 40 minutes. We need to share the ball consistently in both halves and game to game. We didn't have very many assists in the last 2 games. I think 5 at Virginia and I think 11 at Carolina or something like that. And tonight we get 19, and that's a huge difference in your offense. Now part of it is assist means you made the shot. If you're missing shots, guy's wide open, great pass, but he misses, you don't get the assist on that. So tonight, not only did we share the ball well, but we made good shots.
Coach, they got you. Yeah, they scored more in the paint, off turnovers, second chance, all these things. They even had less turnovers, but you guys were able to get the win. I guess you talk more about, even though those numbers didn't go your favor, but what you guys did well.
Well, I would say the difference is we were able to make 9 of 20 from 3 and hold them to 6 of 20. So we got 9 additional points, and we shot 45% from 3-point range. That's awfully good.
Jim, Reggie didn't take a shot in the first half and took 3 total in 29 minutes. Is that just going to be the way life is going to be in the ACC
No.
for Reggie?
No. And we talked about it immediately after the game. It's, first of all, Reggie gets double teamed. So, you know, one of the things he's got to understand is if we try to throw him the ball, it's not that easy. You saw at the end of the game, we try to throw it to him, they go over his back, and they didn't call foul, so you got to play through that. But we've been working in practice since the Carolina game of getting it into him more. So even though he didn't get a lot of shots, he ended up with 3 assists, didn't he? 3 assists, and those are critical, because eventually if he keeps finding the open man, opponent will start saying, man, we better not double team the guy, we're just giving up threes.
How was it coming back after the loss? Was it tough to get the guys back, or were they concentrating, you know?
Well, one of the things is we had 3 guys miss the preparation for the Carolina game. Duran Scott got sick, Kenny Kaji got sick, and Reggie Johnson hurt his tailbone. So weren't really able to prepare for that game like we would have liked to. And so our first priority in preparation was to give the guys 2 days off to rest so we could get healthy. And then the practices since then have been very good.
You've done a lot in your career, but you never won an ACC game until tonight. Any significance beyond?
Yeah, it's better to be 1-2 than 0-3, I can tell you that. I'll sleep a little better tonight. Maybe 3 hours instead of none.
You already talked about the assist, but that, you know, the fact that you know, have 5 guys in double figures and then 5 with at least 3 assists, just how important is that, rather than having, say, one guy with 15 of 19 assists or something like that?
Well, we have 5 offensive commitments, we call them. The first is run the floor for layups and open threes. The second is share the ball. The third is to create penetration so we get good shots inside and outside. And we need a little better balance in that area. But when we share the ball, we're a much better team.
Thanks, Coach.